Welcome, guys. Holy moly. Welcome and welcome back to Black Smoke Chat. I'm Lena, and I know. I haven't made a video in like a minute, but I've been, and I don't like to use the word depressed, but I was a little pressed. My citrus symptoms had me down on the back. I was down. I was having phantom pains I hadn't had in years. It was just going wild. Still in alignment, still in this 5D thing, still doing it. But man, ooh, Lena was struggling. I was struggling, but I'm so glad I'm back. I had a audition today that I had the self-tape for, and I thought, hey, I got the camera out, I put on a little face. I got about $20 worth of face on, so I had to I put on the Mac and all that. I did all that. I put eyebrow, I got some eyelashes, I put my mascara on and concealer. I did all that. And not anything much to say except I'm feeling like a superhero. Today I feel strong. My press went down. I'm not as depressed. I'm up pressed a little bit. I'm feeling a lot better about myself, about life, about everything. But I want to tell you that when things, when something really, really good is about to come in, everything you could think of goes. Your ways of making money disappear. Your friends disappear. Every bill is late. And old Lena, and I was about to get there. I was like, man, Lord, what? Come on, man. Hey, what? It's me. It's you. It's me. It's us. That was like my final test to see if I was going to go on the other side and not be able to come out and just say, I give up. I give up. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You can't take my joy. You can't take my smile. You can't take my slimness. You can't take it, man. And with me getting that audition for more of a lead role, usually I get like $100 a role. This is like a $200 a day. That's pretty good money for me. And not saying I got the role, 222 on the timer. Not saying I got it, but I think I got it. They sent a picture of what the lady looked like, and she looked very similar to me. So yippee skippy, we'll see. Usually when I'm set to play characters my age, I don't get them because they say I look younger than the person that I'm supposed to be playing. I'm like, look, I can't help what I look like. I'm somebody's mama. My child is like about to be 40. Don't play. So I know I can play somebody's mama. But we'll see. We'll see, right? Man, it's good to be talking again. I didn't even turn the heater off. It's going to be coming on intermittently because it's like, I'm chilly. I don't know, it's really chilly. I'm fighting a cold in my nose. And hang on, I got to get some tissue. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, 3:38 on the timer. I'm not gonna make this long. I just wanted to come back and at least know that I could still talk about something because the shift hasn't left. The 5D reality ain't left me. It's just my symptoms was knocking me out, and I had to take a break. I think January 7th, like the first week of January. So it's like now almost Valentine's Day, like Valentine's Day like tomorrow, I think. So it's been 6 weeks since I've done a video. Man, it happens, you know. But I do know one good thing that came back. For a long time, my dreams disappeared. And I'm one of these wizarded dream people, like writing them down. And I'm writing them down again because they're coming back. And I can just tell you quickly about what I dreamed about. But I was dreaming about like animals, and it was outside, and it was a ferret. I never even seen a ferret up close in real life, but it was a ferret, and he was on the ground, and he was laid down and had his belly up, and I had my foot rubbing on his belly, and he's like, ah, and it was that. And then right around the ferret was like a whole bunch of mouses, like not rats, but like mice. And they were outside, but it wasn't hurting me. They wasn't doing nothing. And then all the mice went and hovered all together, like in this, like, I don't know what you call a bunch of mice, a murder of mice. I don't know what they call it. A crowd of mice. And I walked up. I was walking up this step, and they all scattered, and they were all like covering this like little yellow ducky, like. And the ducky wasn't scared. It was like the ducky was almost like the mom, but it was baby duck. It wasn't. But it was just so weird. And so I had to look up the meaning of the mice. I had to look up the meaning of the yellow duck. I had to look up the meaning of the ferret, and they all go together. They all go together. And it's like my brain telling me there's a surprise coming. There's newness coming. And the fact that the mice were crowded all around the little ducky, the yellow ducky meant transformation, right? And then all the mousies was covering over, like protecting, like a cocoon, right? I'm about to cry. Like protecting the ducky. And the mice simply mean that there's parts of me that I'm trying to protect. There's like parts where I feel like maybe small, but all those parts, all those mice were protecting the transformation that's happening within me. And I think that's amazing. And then the ferret was, the ferret was, I'm gonna have to get my phone. Oh, I'm using the phone to make make the video. But the ferret coincided with it. And I was like, that's exactly what's happening. In many parts of my life, I feel small maybe, or overlooked, or underlooked, or underappreciated, or, and not that I care what people think, because I've been in this hermit mode for so long, and I think people have overlooked me because I haven't been out and about. I haven't done this. I haven't, but there's something going on, man. That there's this yellow duck that is just about to like bust out like a Superman, man. It's about to bust right out. And it's like I'm being protected. My own mind is protecting me. And I guess our ego does do that. But you have to let your ego know, man. It's like you can back up a little bit. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. But our bodies are amazing in the way they act, especially when we're asleep. In a realm of sleep. I've been dreaming about these houses, people showing me all these like real estate people or something like that, saying, look, here's this room, and look at this room, look at this secret room here, and look at all that. I live in a one-room studio apartment, but yeah, I keep dreaming about all these big houses and people showing me around. And then I had a dream about a comic. He's a comic, and he's not even one of them, because I do stand up, sorry, I should just pause it. But he had a tragedy happen, and in real life, this his wife passed away, and it was like a real tragedy. And I guess I felt sad and didn't know. I didn't react to it or anything. Like I said, he ain't somebody that I know, but in this dream, he was telling me everything. And he was like, they put me on all these pills, and he said, I'm trying to get by and I'm trying to do better, and I'm smiling for everybody, and I'm just looking for like a friend. And I was like, man, are we connecting in the realm so I could be somebody's friend to help them? But it felt so weird. And if I knew him in real life, I would just hug his neck, but it was like so weird, And then there's music playing, we're dancing, and dancing in a dream means good stuff coming. And I was like, man, you trying to tell me for real that to hold on. That ferret was patience. That's what it was. His ferret was like, be patient. The mice, your creativity, you're holding, you got maybe some anxiety, or maybe some depression. You were saying anxiety, depression, different things. That's what the little mice, and it was covering all up on the little ducky, and the ducky was that transformation, man, that transmogrification, that newness, that whoo, baby. I know, because I've had everything stripped to the bare bottom of nothing. when my job was going, I was living off my credit cards. My credit cards was about to get filled up to the max, or about to max them out. I still was able to take from one and pay to the other, do the other. I couldn't donate plasma anymore. That was like an income where I could pay my rent, pay my car, and just do that. That was taken away because I had high temperature, high blood pressure, high pulse rate. Everything was out of whack. And I'm like, my own body is failing me. What is happening? But I still kept doing my community service. I still would wake up every day. There's only one day I woke up and I didn't do it at 7 o'clock. And then throughout the day, I started feeling like guilty. And I was like, Lena, you got to send love to the earth if you don't do that. And then, so I did it. And it was like about 11 o'clock or something like that in the midday. But I still did it, you know. I went yesterday. I can donate again. I've been donating now. I'm going to go tomorrow. It'll be my third time that since not being able to do it since January 7th. And that's when I stopped making videos, when I couldn't donate no more. Kind of late on everything. I was like, oh, yeah. And then I saw Harry Potter, of course, and Hagrid said, you didn't think your mom and dad would leave you down here with nothing, did you? And I was like, yo, is my God any less than Harry Potter, mom and dad? No, they're going to leave me with something. I'm not going to be here with nothing. I didn't come all this far to be left this far, you know? And I had to believe it and know it. And that dream was telling me that. And it's like, even in the dream, there's people going through worse stuff. I mean, maybe he was communicating with me. I don't know. He was telling me stuff that I wouldn't know. I don't know the name of these drugs he was saying, but he's like, they got me on this, they got me on that. And he said, I still got to get out here. I got to support my family. I still got to do this. And it was a trip. It was a trip. And I'm writing all this down again. And it just feels amazing to have my dreams back. So, 11:53 on the timer. Remember, when I say the numbers, play them or something, because there must be something to them. I didn't have any money, so I couldn't play lotto. And then when I did, I finally, you know, went and spent $5 on $25 on that ticket. From that $25 ticket, I bought $10 more of tickets, won like 15. And the winning, even though it was small, it was back again. There's a certain store that I go to, they let me go through the garbage, and I know that sounds terrible, but you can get the tickets out of the garbage and play them in the second chance on the Lotto website, right? Went and I did that yesterday, and these are basically people, 1, 2, 3, 4. It was basically people that are scratching while they're there, throw them away, scratching while they're throw them away. And I said, I picked up, there were so many, and I was like, man, there's a winner in here. I don't know why I knew it. I was like, there's a winner. I always think that, though. I'm always that positive. Excuse me. I said, there's a spiritual burp. That's what they say. Dang gum. And I said, there's a winner in here. And I was already like thanking God in the car. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the tickets I bought $9 worth of tickets. No, $10. It was a $4 ones, a $5 jumbo, and a $1 jumbo. So $10 worth of tickets. I won $1 out of what I bought. But out of the tickets that was in the garbage, and you know when it's a ticket that is a winner, because you're doing it, you're submitting non-winning tickets. So when you submit and it says this ticket cannot be submitted, I was like, and I used to think, why not? Why can't a ticket be submitted? Because it's a winner. It's not a non-winner. So I looked, and it was scratched off and everything. And I looked, numbers across, like the numbers on the bottom. Number 18 matched the number on top. Whoever was doing this in the store didn't notice. Going too fast, didn't notice. I was like, oh my God, 18, this is a winner. And I just started getting really excited. I started getting really excited on this ticket. Excuse me, I got a cold in my nose. I'm just feeling a little under the weather, but so for a minute I had a little dream. I was like, oh, we're just agreeing so good. Because the whole ticket itself, I think the highest on it was 150,000 or something like that. Man, no, what wasn't that? But I did the ticket, scratched it finally after thinking it was $10. Now you gotta understand, $10 from the garbage can. If that's not unexpected money, I don't know what is. Whoever had that money, that ticket, bought it and was going so through. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. $10. I can get food. I can get some bread. Yeah, I get some hamburger meat. I can, you know, that's okay. That was yesterday. Today, I get the well, I just see it today. It actually came yesterday from my agent. And I just didn't check my mail. I thought I checked it, but I guess I didn't see that on there because it said yesterday when I looked at it today, and it said it had to be submitted by Sunday. So I went and made the slate and made the photo. Again, they did a full-length photo and all that. So I put on my little face and all that, and I tried to fix my little hair on there and sent it off. And I was like I said, since I got my gear set up, I'll just do just talk for a minute, you know. But so that is what I'm trying to say, you know. So it's 2 days on a show, 2 days on a show, $200 a day. That's a quick $400. I'm gonna get paid for like 6 weeks because that's how long it takes for some reason for money to come when you do acting stuff here anyway. But still, I didn't have no money, and now money is just coming out the garbage. Money's coming out the garbage for Lena. I'm so happy. That's nuts, right? Isn't that not crazy? That's all I had to say. So, if you're feeling depressed, we don't use that word. If you're feeling pressed, if you feel depressed, watch your magic movies because you're magic. Watch your superhero movies because you're superhero. Right now, is Shazam on. I don't care what nobody says. I like that movie. And then Shazam 2, The Fury of the Gods, that just went off. I like that. I like that movie. I like that. And I think that's what kind of we are, right? In the 5D. We're our little 16-year-old self, our kid self. But there's a power, a grown God-like power in us, right? And we have to accept it and embrace it. That is I guess the message of what's going on. And when we get as down can be, there's still somebody in our corner fighting for us. Even if it's just your spirit team, they fighting for you, man, because they fighting for me. I feel it and I know it. The signs and the symptoms and the body aches and the heat and the cold, this cold I'm getting. I still was telling myself I'm not taking no medicine. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not taking them, you know, I'm just gonna fight it. And it's just ascension symptoms. It's just a little ascension. That's it, you know. I've had a pain in my neck. That was another reason I didn't really do videos. When I was little, the only pain I ever had, I had a neck injury. And I had to wear a neck brace. And I woke up 2 weeks ago and I slept wrong or something. It was it was back. It was on this side. And so I just been kind of trying to do that myself. And I hadn't taken anything. I wasn't going to do anything. But I had some willow's bark, you know, more of a holistic salve, and I put that on there. And then I have a ice pack. I put the ice pack, and I had a plastic water bottle, and I wrapped it up in a towel, and you know, I think I just need a nice pillow, a good, you know, but it's I'm not there yet to be able to buy all these different things, but it's coming. You know, God's letting me know I'm going to be able to have the things I need, you know, to heal up my body. Yes, again, this is my point I wanted to make really fast. I didn't even want to make this 20 minutes. I talk, and the time just go. 1844 on the timer. I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, I stopped all that, right? I thought a friend of mine from California was going to be able to help me, but my phone got turned off before he could call, and he can't call and text me. He doesn't have Facebook, so he can't message me. And I've been getting these messages on my phone. It said, somebody tried to text you today, but it didn't go through because you're insufficient funds. And I'm like, man, this is just crap. And I was trying to get into this medical study. It was $4,500, and that would totally take me out of the hole. Again, they can't contact me. So I was going to go to my mom's house today and use her phone and call my friend in California, or call the study place to see if they've already, and something's making me think they've already picked the people and put them in. And I was like, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just keep going. You know, don't give up. Don't give up. And I think that's what that means now. Don't give up. It's not just just saying, you know, it's like, oh, I'm stunned, I'm tired, it's fucking, yeah. It's just like, don't give up the ghost. Don't give up your inner, the inner part. I don't know how to really, you just have to hang on to that little piece of you that knows it's going to be okay. That cannot be an external thing. Somebody out there can't tell you and you be like, it's okay. You have to know. And that's what makes a difference. When you say, I'm gonna have a good day, you're gonna have a good day. That's just something I learned, you know? Alright. Sorry, so when you're having a good day, you're just having a good day. You know, and when you're having a bad day, you haven't, but you got to be the one to say. Right? So like I said, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking. Because those were my addictions. You know, we got our own. So I was changing my whole. I probably look different because I lost weight, and my people looking at me. It's like, you really lost weight. And I'm like 10 pounds down since the last time I made a video. But I'm working out more and, you know, trying to get it together. And my eating habits have changed. I haven't eaten like hamburger meat. And I haven't had no steak. And when I went and got finally my first time at Plasma, which was last week, I was craving I call it cracked chicken at this certain gas station that I go to, right? And I went and I got me some cracked chicken, but it was not good. It was like, I said, I waited all this time, over a month, for this food, and it's disgusting. And I said that to the guy behind the counter because I was looking at it when he brought it out. I opened it because I like to open it up and pour some of that ranch seasoning on it and stuff. I looked at it and it just looked like it was all burnt up, and yeah, and it looked like it tastes. The pieces was little, and I was like, man, that was $7 I could have saved. But anyway, I got it, I ate it, put a piece on my altar, you know. It's like, hey, we got cracked chicken. Got to sneeze, sorry. Ow, my neck's still hurting a little bit. When I sneeze, it hurts. Ow. Okay, I think it's just dust. Okay, stop. Okay, anyway, I went to the I was getting chicken last Saturday. It was a week, last Saturday, and I had the beer in my hand, and I mixed beer and Monster drink, two terrible things, you know, and then you mix them together, and I was calling it my elixir. I've done videos where I'm saying, I'm drinking my elixir, and but I gave that up, but at the store I had it in my hand. I don't know what happened or what I did. I did not come home with that. I did not come home with beer, and I did not come home with Monster drink, but I had them in my hand. So did I leave them at the counter? Did I leave them sitting on the table? When I got mad at the chicken, did I not, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. I didn't get my... Yesterday, I went to the store again. Then went to the Casey's, one of my favorite Casey's. I wanted a piece of pizza. Pizza looked old. I was like, nah, usually I get me a good piece of pizza where it's all shiny and good. This looked dried out, and I was like, nah. So I wanted to get some cash back. And so to do that, I was like, you know what? I went, got a Miller beer, got a Miller beer, got Monster drink, took it to the counter. Now the only thing again I had in my hand. And he said, he rang it up, and he said, and I was trying to give $10 cash back so I could get some lottery. And he said, oh, we ain't doing cash back today. Something's wrong with the thing. And I was like, what? That didn't make no sense to me, because you just put cash back and the money come out the thing. And he said, we can't do cash back today. And I was like, oh, well, that's really the only reason I came in here, because I know we can get cash back at Casey. He said, we need to put the sign on the door, you know. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm sorry. I said, can you just take this off here? I said, I'm going to get charged for this. Well, he said, no, you didn't even enter your PIN. You're fine. I'm like, okay, cool. That's the second time within a week that I've left beer at the counter and didn't get it. Later on in the day, I hadn't even got home yet. I went to my store where I got the $10 in the garbage. I went to that store, and same thing again. This time, I'm looking for Miller. They don't have, I don't like no other beer really. They didn't have the Miller High Life beer. And I was like, that is so wild. That is so wild. Somebody don't want you breaking your, giving up. That, you see my point? I didn't give up and go back to my vices, you know? And I swear that's what I was going to do. So instead of buying Miller beer, and this store too is a dispensary, so you can get little CBD smokes. And that's actually what I used to get there too. Lotto, CBD, and beer, and Monster drink. White Monster drink, my elixir. I did not get that. I got a bag of Smart popcorn. Is that what's called? Smart Pop. Some Cheetos, some barbecue chips, and some Ruffles sour cream. No, yeah, cheddar and sour cream chips. That's what I got. 4 bags of chips. They two for $1. So I got me that and a sugar-free ginger ale. And I told the lady at the counter, I said, this something must be not wanting me to drink, because I said I stopped drinking for a minute, and I've been all day trying to find something to drink, and y'all, it's not letting me. It's like, and Constantine, I saw that the other day, and when the man was trying to breaking off things and trying to drink, wasn't nothing going in his mouth. The priest, dang it, you know, it's not letting me quit. That's how I know. That to me is a symbol and a sign and a symptom. You might want to go back or quit or give up, but you got things working around you that ain't gonna let you quit, give up, and go back. Woo! Is that not amazing? Oh my God, my eyes are so bright. 5D, baby. Eyes are bright as a mug. So that's all I'm trying to say. Don't give up. Don't quit. We're so close. I know everything is falling apart. Lord, how must I know. Oh, I know. Talk about what you want and what you don't want. Keep doing your community service. Wake up in the morning and put that love into the earth, even if you don't feel like you want to do it. Even if because you're needed. So we need that energy. We need you to stand in the place where you live. So that's all I guess I have to say. Things may look bleak. You may have aches and pains from 1,000 years ago pop up on you. You may your diet may change because you can't go and go to Popeyes. You can't go here. You can't. You have to deviate. You have to shift. I gotta go to my mom's house, like I said, to use the phone and to do laundry. Dude, at least I can go to her house and do. So I'm just gonna be positive and continue being Lena and continue to stand where I live, staying in a place where I live, and know that it's getting so much better. It's getting so much better, even though in this, you can still say with your 3D eyes or in the 3D reality where everybody lives, it don't look like it. But see, that's 3D, I'm 5D. And I know I didn't come this far for nothing. How about that? All right, guys, it's going on 29. It's 29:15 on the timer. It's about to be 30 minutes, and I had no idea I was gonna be able to just talking for 30 minutes, but I did. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff you do. I'm so glad to be back, and I'm gonna try to get back on my consistency. All right, okay, guys. Life is good. 5D is just something else. It looked the same. It looked the same, but it ain't. It look the same, but it ain't. So boy, it's like little slight differences. I still get all the green lights and all that, but don't give up on you. Don't give up on you. I won't give up on you. All right, and I'm one more person on the outside saying it's gonna be okay. If I'm part of your soul family, I'm part of your soul family. We ain't come this far to come this far. And our predecessors didn't leave us here with nothing. That we have to know. And that has to be an internal thing. Okay? Okay. 30:27 on the timer. I'm gonna go watch Shazam. Billy Batson. I'm so happy. Guys, I didn't have any smoke going on because I don't got no incense. I don't have no incense. That's extra monies. I gotta save my duckers. So if y'all want to send me some cash app, happiest black gal 10. Hey. Hey. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I will not be mad if you feel the feels. I wanna help the ling. Alright. I love you. Bye. Bye, guys.